went to France. I go there every year, and I went to open a bank account. This was right at the transition from the euro from the franc, and the guy turned the computer screen around so I could see and it was a Microsoft program. Okay, profession. What is your occupation? Artist. Oh, you think that'd be at the top?
Okay, I've seen a few.
Artisan. Scroll down that page, and then another page, and then another, all these pages, lists of professions, you know, and then autre at the bottom. You had to click on that and type in artist. And I said, you know, this is kind of peculiar. The French francs have Delacroix as on the 50 or the 200, and Cézanne and Courbet, Eiffel. All these artists are on the money, you know, with their paintings and their faces. No dead presidents, no dead kings, you know, and they don't list art as a profession in France. Thanks to Microsoft. I use the French term les yeux fermés, which means eyes closed. And I started drawing them about 20 years ago in sketchbooks. I tried one out and just, what the hell, I want to see something fresh, you know, how do I make a drawing that I haven't seen before? Well, the only way to do that is close your eyes. Intelligence is not just in the head, you know, it's in every cell of our body. And what I think I'm tapping into is how much there is going on without the eye being in the dominant position of controlling it, you know. Someone said all art is self-portrait, you know, so it was a natural to just draw myself, and I was astonished when I opened my eyes how well everything fell together, you know, all the detail, highlights on the pupils, you know, the eye, things like that most people don't grasp with a lot of training, you know. I'm tapping into what Picasso tapped into, which is the fluid motion of the subjects, you know. Still life stays still. If you're drawing someone, they're going to move. Mm-hmm. You know, do you stop and wait for them to get back in position, or do you draw them in the new position? That's why, you know, the nose is on the side of the head and the eyes are on this side, because someone's, you know, you're talking and you're constantly moving. That's why those paintings seem natural. Mm-hmm. You know, you think, well, should be very disturbing for people to see humans being so distorted. But there's something about that is satisfying. One thing also that seems to be happening there is that each drawing has a different mood, a different expression, a different, you know, and they're as varied as the various moods, you know. Each drawing is something new. I haven't seen it before. And when I'm drawing, I think, you know, I'll imagine that I'm you know, controlling, I visualize the image, but the hand is actually drawing, and what I may imagine that I'm drawing will be completely different from what's actually happening there. You know, I may think that, well, this is going to be the most disjointed of all of them, and it may turn out to be the most photographic. It just says there's something happening when you're on automatic pilot. You know, the plane can stay in the air, yeah, and actually go somewhere. Actually, what's happening when I'm drawing them, and one example is this full figure that I did. It was the only full figure I've done to this point. I planned more, but it turns out that it's a mirror image. I hadn't even noticed it. Someone was asking me if I'm right-handed or left-handed, and you know, I didn't plan it. I wasn't looking at a mirror, but I was visualizing myself as a mirror, as if I were looking at it. Because that's how do we see ourselves? The most common place is the mirror. How do you practice drawing? You know, you make a drawing. You don't practice drawing. You practice making. I'm going to make this curve here over and over and over again until that curve is the perfect curve. You know, no, you make a drawing, you know, or you make a painting, music where you practice your dextral skills, so you can do runs and leads and do all that stuff, which requires well, you know, coordinated finger work. This is well coordinated as well, but it's a different thing. You just don't practice art.